Hi, there are many tutorials in SwiftUI about how to use gradient and how to apply gradient on shape views. But what you can't find is how to apply gradient on text. In this video, we are going to look at how to convert a text view in SwiftUI into gradient. So let's get started. To convert the text into gradient, we need to use masking technique in SwiftUI. We will create a gradient view and use the alpha channel of the gradient view to mask the text view. The concept is known as mask parent view. To understand how the masking technique works, let's illustrate it visually using Kite. So in Kite, we are going to illustrate how the mask parent view technique works visually. Using that, we will be able to convert the text into gradient. Let's add a gradient view by going to the library. I will drag a gradient onto the canvas. You can see the gradient has the same color. So I'll go to the inspector and change one of the gradient stops. Let's double click the one on the left and change it to something like strawberry. Next, I'll select the gradient again and resize it to something like this. To be able to convert the text into gradient, we need to use the gradient as a parent container of the text. So I'll go to the layer list and move the text on top of the gradient and release the mouse. You can now see here the text has become a child view of the gradient view. Let's move the text onto the gradient like this. To convert the text into gradient, we select the text and control click. Then we choose the option Mask Parent Layer. So you can see we have now converted the text into gradient. We can use the same technique in SwiftUI to convert a text view into gradient. So let's go back to the project. To add a gradient in SwiftUI, we can go to the object library and search for gradient. Let's select linear gradient and drag it to somewhere here in the code. You can see we now have two previews, but let's remove the text. Let's resize the gradient by using the frame modifier. I'm going to set the width to 300 and the height to 100. So to apply the gradient to the text, we need to add the mask modifier to the gradient. Then we apply the text as the mask view. Let's add the mask modifier. What we need to do next is to add the masking view. This can take any view, whether it is an image, shape, or text view. I have the text copied to the clipboard, so I'm going to paste it. So you can see here, by applying the text as the masking view of the mask modifier, we have been able to convert the text into gradient. So this is how you can apply gradient to text here inside SwiftUI.